What if you could make an extra $550 every single day? That's exactly what we're going to break down today. I'm walking you through 5 proven, scalable methods to make that number a reality. You ready? Let's dive in. So let's just start with that big number right out of the gate, $550 per day. Now, before you click away thinking that's some kind of internet fantasy, let's just do the quick math on that. That's over $200,000 a year, 200 grand. This isn't just a side hustle we're talking about. That's literally life-changing income.
And here's the kicker. What if I told you that hitting this number is way more accessible than you think? You don't need a fancy degree, you don't need a pile of cash from your parents, you don't even need to leave your house. You know, after 15 years in this game, I've seen regular people build absolutely extraordinary businesses right from their kitchen tables. These are real, scalable business models, not some get-rich-quick nonsense.
So how do we actually get there? Well, our first pathway is all about leveraging skills. Skills you either already have or honestly can learn pretty quickly and turning them into services that businesses are absolutely desperate to pay top dollar for.
First up, high-ticket digital consulting. Now listen, the biggest mistake people make here is thinking they need to be some world-famous expert. You don't. Not even close. You just need one specific skill that solves a major, expensive problem for a business. Just think about it for a sec. What's one thing you're pretty good at that a company would gladly pay to have taken off their plate? Now this is where it gets really interesting. Look at the math here. It's beautiful, it's simple. You pick one high-demand skill, right? Something like running Facebook ads or building sales funnels. You charge a premium. Let's just say $3,000 a project. Well, at that rate, you only need to land 4 clients a month to be pulling in $12,000. This isn't about finding hundreds of customers. It's about finding just a handful of the right ones. You want to see this in the real world? Let's talk about Jake. This guy learned Facebook ads in about 6 weeks. By his 3rd month, he landed his first client for $4,500. And just 3 months after that, he was already at $18,000 in monthly recurring revenue. That's the power of focusing on a single high-value skill.
Okay, let's move on to our second hustle, which is kind of the next level, the content creation agency. Every single business, and I mean every business, from the coffee shop on your corner to a giant software company, needs content. But here's the secret. Most business owners absolutely hate creating it, and that's where you step in.
This story is one of my absolute favorites. Sarah started out as a freelance writer, just trading her time for money, making about $30 an hour. She hit a ceiling fast. So she made a critical shift. She built a small team of other freelancers, she positioned herself as the strategist, the project manager, and started selling content packages instead of hours. Now, she runs a full agency with over $30,000 in pure monthly profit. She went from being a worker to being an owner.
So this right here is the whole ballgame. It's a mindset shift. You have to stop being the person who writes the article or edits the video. You become the strategist who delivers the entire content plan. You sell the outcome, more leads, better engagement, not your time. That, my friends, is how you scale.
All right, let's switch gears. We've talked services, now let's talk about products. Our second pathway is all about mastering the new rules of e-commerce. Because believe me, the way people are getting rich selling things online has totally changed in just the last couple of years. Hustle number 3 is Amazon FBA arbitrage. Okay, so forget about trying to invent some brand new product from scratch. This is way simpler. You're essentially a product flipper, a treasure hunter. You find items that are underpriced in regular stores or online, and then you sell them for a big markup on Amazon's massive marketplace. And the best part? You use their FBA service, that's Fulfillment by Amazon, so they handle all the packing and shipping for you. Check out Maria's story. She found a simple little kitchen gadget on the clearance aisle at Walmart for $8. She whips out her phone, scans the barcode, and sees it selling on Amazon for $28. So after Amazon's fees, she's making about $12 profit on each one. She bought every single one they had, sent them off to an Amazon warehouse, and started selling 50 units a day. That's $600 in daily profit from one little clearance item. Now let's get real for a second. A crucial reality check here. This model isn't magic. It does require some cash up front to buy the inventory, and you've got to get good at doing the research. So the best advice I can give you is to start small. Find one profitable product, sell through it, and then reinvest every single penny of profit back into buying more stuff. That's how you snowball your way up.
Okay, next up, let's talk about a business model that, I know, gets a pretty bad rap, but it has been completely reinvented. This is dropshipping 2.0. I seriously want you to forget everything you've heard about spending thousands on complicated ads. The new way is smarter, it's cheaper, and frankly, it's a lot more fun.
So what's the big difference? Well, the old way was a race to the bottom, just burning through money on super expensive, complicated Facebook ads. The new way? It's all about creating simple, fun, engaging videos for platforms like TikTok. You find a trending product, you make a few short videos showing it off, and you let the algorithm do all the heavy lifting for you. One viral video can literally lead to thousands of sales overnight for free.
And now for our final pathway. And in my opinion, this is the most powerful, the most scalable of them all. This is where you finally stop selling other people's products or trading your own time, and you start selling the most valuable asset you have, your knowledge.
We're talking about building an online course empire. And listen to me, this isn't about being a genius or having a PhD. It's about solving one specific, painful problem for a very specific group of people. If you can create a clear, step-by-step solution to a problem someone is desperate to fix, they will happily pay you for that solution.
And here is the blueprint. It's so elegant. You find that painful problem, you create the step-by-step solution, and then you price it based on the value it provides. Anywhere from about $500 to $3,000. Just think about that. If your course is $1,000, you only need to sell one every other day to hit that $550 daily target.
If you want to see the insane potential of this, let me tell you about Tom. Tom was an accountant who was just really good with Excel spreadsheets. He created a course teaching other small business owners how to automate their finances with advanced Excel formulas. He priced it at $997, and on average, he sells 2 per day. That's over $700,000 a year from one course about spreadsheets. It's incredible.
And right here, this is the absolute game changer, the secret sauce to making this whole thing work. Please do not spend months building a course that nobody wants. Instead, you pre-sell it. You outline the solution, you pitch it to your audience, and you get 50 people to pay you for it before you've even created a single video. This guarantees your idea is a winner from day one.
Okay, we've covered 5 incredible pathways, but ideas, well, they're worthless without execution. So I want to give you a clear, immediate mission to turn what you've just learned into something real. This is your 48-hour action plan.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is super simple. In the next 24 hours, I want you to pick just one of these 5 hustles, the one that resonated with you the most, just one. Then go find 10 people or companies already doing it. In the 24 hours after that, sketch out the simplest possible version of your service or product and just reach out to 5 potential customers. That's it.
And as you do this, I want this quote burned into your brain. Perfection is the enemy of profit. Your first offer is going to be imperfect. Your first email will probably be a little clumsy. It doesn't matter. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to start. Start messy and get better as you go.
So we've laid it all out. High-ticket services, modern e-commerce, a knowledge empire. The math works for all of them. The only variable left in the equation is you, and your willingness to just start. So the final question is a simple one. Which hustle called to you? Make a choice. Right now, your future self is going to thank you for it.